Dear Starseeds of Gaia, what if I told you that the psychic attacks you've been experiencing for weeks were actually countdown timers? What if every symptom, every setback, every moment of brain fog was precisely calibrated to end at this exact moment? Not 5 minutes from now, but beginning right now, as our messages reach your consciousness, because someone, something, knew exactly when your breakthrough would arrive. They've been trying desperately to stop it. But here's what they didn't understand about divine timing. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to reveal. Your life isn't just about to change. The change has already begun. That sensation you're feeling right now, that electric current running through your body, that's your DNA responding to activation codes embedded in this transmission. Some of you have been dealing with this shift for exactly 1 month. Others have been in this pressure cooker for 6 months. A few of you, and you know who you are, have been enduring this for an entire year. But today, August 12th, as Mars empowers your warrior spirit and the moon ignites Aries fire within your soul, everything shifts. You've been moving through what felt like quicksand, haven't you? Simple tasks became monumentally difficult. Your usually crystal clear intuition turned murky. Some of you developed that persistent cough that wouldn't go away. Others felt anxiety creeping in at the strangest moments. Stomach issues, sinus problems, chest tightness, that brain fog that made you question your own intelligence. None of this was random. None of this was coincidence. Let me share something that will completely reframe everything you've been experiencing. While you thought you were falling apart, you were actually falling into place. Your body wasn't breaking down. It was breaking through. Every cell in your body has been recalibrating to hold frequencies that human bodies have never held before. You're not sick. You're upgrading. You're not failing. You're transforming. But the forces that benefit from keeping humanity asleep, they knew this moment was coming. They've been throwing everything they have at you. You see, in the cosmic chess game of ascension, there are players you can see and players you can't. The visible ones. Those people in your life who suddenly turned against you, who started projecting their shadows onto you, who began treating you like you were the problem. They were just pawns. The real game has been happening in dimensions your human eyes can't see. Monitoring spirits, energetic parasites, interdimensional interference, all aimed at one target. You, because your mission is that important. Your light is that threatening to their darkness. But something shifted in the cosmic field today. What a difference a day makes. Indeed, yesterday you were swimming against the current. Today the entire river changed direction. The very attacks meant to destroy you have become your training ground. Every psychic arrow aimed at your heart taught you how to transmute poison into medicine. Every attempt to dim your light only made it burn brighter. They created exactly what they were trying to prevent. A spiritual warrior who can't be stopped. A light worker who knows their power. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. While you were fighting these battles, thinking you were alone, something else was happening. The universe was assembling your support team. Not just any support team. Specific souls calibrated to your exact frequency. Some of you are about to meet, or have just met, someone who sees through your protective camouflage straight to your soul. This isn't random. This is cosmic orchestration. One will appear more spiritual, perhaps unconventional, what some might call crunchy. The other will surprise you with their polished exterior, hiding deep wisdom. These aren't just new friends or colleagues. These are members of your soul pod, finally reaching you after being kept apart by the very forces trying to stop your mission. You'll recognize them by how safe they make you feel, by how they believe in your biggest dreams without you having to convince them, by how they see your vision when everyone else calls it impossible. One brings the grounding you need. The other brings the expansion. Together they complete a trinity of power with you at the center. But wait, there's something about the next 72 hours I haven't told you yet. As the moon moves from Aries into Taurus, you're entering what we call a reality cascade. This is when multiple possible timelines converge into one optimal path. Remember that thing you created long ago? That project? That invention? That piece of art? That business idea you almost forgot about? It's about to become relevant in ways that will shock you. The universe has been saving it for exactly this moment. Some of you are thinking about a promotion that's been dangling just out of reach. Others are considering leaving a soul-crushing job. A few of you are staring at divorce papers or planning an escape from toxic family dynamics. Here's what you need to know. The exit doors aren't just opening. They're being blown off their hinges. What felt impossible yesterday will feel inevitable today, because you're not operating from fear anymore. You're operating from cosmic knowing, and cosmic knowing doesn't need anyone's permission. Let me tell you about the money. Yes, we're going there. Because financial abundance is part of your birthright, and the blocks around it are dissolving as we speak. Someone watching this is about to receive exactly $600 that changes everything. Another person will see $6,000 appear from an unexpected source. And yes, someone here is aligned with $600,000 or more. It's not about the amount. It's about the recognition that you're being funded for your mission. The universe is literally investing in your success. Now, about those physical symptoms you've been experiencing, your body has been building itself into a superconductor for cosmic energy. That persistent cough, your throat chakra clearing lifetimes of silenced truth. The stomach issues, your solar plexus reclaiming its power after eons of giving it away. The brain fog, your crown chakra expands beyond third-dimensional processing limitations. The chest tightness, your heart is preparing to hold more love than you've ever allowed yourself to feel. Every symptom has been initiated. Every pain has a purpose. Here's something crucial about prayer and protection right now. Your spiritual technology is upgrading from defense to offense. No more just shielding and hoping for the best. You're becoming a living transmutation device. Every negative intention sent your way now gets automatically converted into fuel for your ascension. Curses become catalysts. Hexes become helpers. Jealousy becomes jet fuel. This isn't spiritual bypassing. This is spiritual alchemy at its finest. And you don't even have to think about it. It's happening automatically. But with great power comes great discernment. Not everyone celebrating your transformation is genuinely happy for you. Some are gathering information. Others are waiting for you to fail. A few are actively working against you while smiling to your face. You know exactly who I'm talking about. That person who always has a subtle dig ready, who questions every positive development in your life, who makes you feel drained after every interaction. Your upgraded spiritual technology is showing you exactly who they are. Trust what you're seeing. The buddy system you're being guided to create isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Whether your buddy is your higher power, your spirit team, or those physical souls being brought to you, you're done flying solo. This mission is too important for lone wolf energy. Even spiritual warriors need their squad. And your squad is assembling right now. Some are in physical form, others are working from dimensions you can't see. All are dedicated to your success. All are here for the cosmic victory that's already written. Mercury is picking up speed after its shadow period, and with it your true voice is emerging. Not the voice that's been filtered through fear, not the voice that sought approval, but your real voice, the one that carries light codes, the one that activates others' awakening, the one that speaks truth so clearly it cuts through all illusion. Some of you will be asked to teach, to lead, to share your story. Others will influence through art, through writing, through simply being who you are. Let's talk about that family situation that's been draining your life force. You know the one, where you're treated like the black sheep despite being the one everyone runs to for help, where your boundaries are constantly violated, where your growth is seen as betrayal. The cosmic support for walking away has never been stronger. This isn't about punishment or revenge. This is about recognizing that your energy is too precious to waste on people who refuse to see your worth. They'll survive without you. The question is, will you thrive without them? The same goes for that job that's been crushing your soul. The one where your talents are wasted, where your ideas are stolen, where you're treated as replaceable despite being irreplaceable. The universe is orchestrating your exit in ways that will benefit everyone. You might get laid off with a package. You might find a better opportunity that makes leaving easy. You might simply wake up one morning with such clarity that staying becomes more painful than leaving. However it happens, trust the process. Now, about those romantic possibilities swirling in your field. Someone is about to ask you out. Someone else is thinking about proposing. Another person is realizing you're the one they've been looking for all along. But here's the key. Only accept what feels like home to your soul. Only say yes to what expands you rather than contains you. The old you might have settled for breadcrumbs. The new you requires the whole feast. And guess what? The universe is fully prepared to deliver it. The number 7 is becoming your cosmic confirmation code. 7 minutes, 7 days, 7 weeks from now, you'll see major manifestations of what's beginning today. Watch for 777s especially. They're not just angel numbers. They're progress reports from your spiritual team. Every time you see them, know that another piece of your cosmic puzzle has clicked into place. The synchronicities are about to become so obvious that you'll laugh at how hard you used to work to make things happen. Let me tell you something about the people who've been attacking you. They're about to witness something that will shake their entire worldview. Your success won't be quiet or subtle. It will be undeniable. Not because you're trying to prove anything to them, but because your light will be so bright it illuminates everything around you. Some will be inspired to change. Others will retreat further into shadow. Either way, their reaction is no longer your concern. Your job is to shine. The spiritual gifts coming online for you now aren't random. They're perfectly calibrated to your mission. Some of you are developing medical intuition to help others heal. Others are receiving prophetic dreams to guide the collective. A few are becoming conscious channels for higher dimensional wisdom. Whatever your gift, it's expanding exponentially. But remember, these aren't party tricks. They're sacred tools meant to serve humanity's awakening. Use them wisely. Use them with love. Use them without apology. That creative project gathering dust in your drawer or hard drive? Pull it out. Dust it off. The world needs it now. The book you've been afraid to write. The healing modality you've been hesitant to share. The business idea that seems too big for who you used to be. They're all being activated by cosmic green lights. The time for hiding is over. The time for playing small is done. The universe isn't just giving you permission to be great. It's practically demanding. You might be wondering if this message is really for you. Let me be crystal clear. If you've made it this far, if you're feeling that electric recognition in your bones, if tears are coming to your eyes, then yes, this is your message. This is your moment. This is your time. The very fact that you found this transmission among millions of others is proof that you're exactly where you need to be. There are no accidents in divine timing, only appointments with destiny. The protection surrounding you now is unlike anything you've experienced before. It's not the desperate shielding of someone under attack. It's the natural radiance of someone who's remembered who they are. Imagine walking into a dark room and flipping on a 1,000-watt bulb. The darkness doesn't fight. It simply ceases to exist. That's what's happening to every shadow that's been stalking you. Your light isn't fighting the darkness. It's making it irrelevant, obsolete, powerless. As Thursday approaches with its Mercury-Mars sextile, your ability to communicate your truth will reach new heights. Words will flow through you like water through a clear channel. You'll know exactly what to say and when to say it. More importantly, you'll know when silence is more powerful than speech. Your voice carries codes that activate others' remembering. Some people will feel triggered by your truth. Others will feel liberated. Both reactions confirm you're on the right path. The Taurus moon coming in will help you ground these massive downloads into practical reality. This isn't about floating in the spiritual clouds. This is about building heaven on earth through aligned action. Every step you take now leaves an energetic blueprint others can follow. You're not just changing your life. You're creating a template for transformation that will ripple through the collective consciousness. Your personal victory becomes humanity's possibility. Your individual healing becomes collective medicine. Now let me address the elephant in the room. Some of you are scared. Scared of your own power. Scared of outgrowing relationships. Scared of being seen in your full glory. This fear isn't weakness. It's the last gasp of an old identity that knows its time is up. Feel the fear. Thank it for trying to protect you. Then walk forward anyway. Because on the other side of that fear is everything you've ever wanted. Everything you've ever dreamed. Everything you've ever known was possible. The financial abundance flowing toward you serves a purpose bigger than personal comfort. You're being funded to fund others. You're being blessed to be a blessing. Whether it's helping family members who actually support you, investing in conscious businesses, or creating opportunities for other light workers, your abundance creates ripples. The universe operates on circulation, not hoarding. The more you allow it to flow through you, the more will come to you. This is cosmic law, and it's working in your favor. Your body is becoming a finely tuned instrument of divine will. Those supplements you're suddenly craving, take them. That urge to change your diet, follow it. The need for more sunlight, more nature, more silence, honor it. Your body knows exactly what it needs to hold these new frequencies. Stop second-guessing its wisdom. You're literally becoming a new species of human. The old rules don't apply. The old limitations are lifting. You're writing the manual for what comes next. The relationship dynamics shifting in your life follow a precise pattern. Those who can match your new frequency are being magnetized toward you. Those who can't are being gently but firmly removed. This isn't cruel. It's kind. Everyone deserves to be around people who vibrate at their level. By rising, you free others to find their own tribe. Some will surprise you by rising with you. Others will confirm what your intuition has been whispering all along. Trust the sorting process. Let's talk about those impossible dreams you've been nurturing in secret. The ones so big you've been afraid to speak them aloud. Here's your cosmic permission slip. They're not impossible. They're inevitable. That vision of you speaking on stages, already happening in future timelines. That healing center you want to create. The blueprints exist in the quantum field. That book that will change lives. The words are already waiting to flow through you. Stop treating your dreams like fantasies. Start treating them like prophecies. The timeline shift completing right now, as you absorb these words, marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. But unlike human books, cosmic chapters don't end with periods. They end with exclamation points. Everything you've survived has prepared you for everything you're about to create. Every tear you've cried has watered seeds you didn't even know you were planting. Every prayer you've whispered has been heard and is being answered in ways that will exceed your wildest expectations. You know that promotion you've been waiting for, that relationship you've been calling in, that healing you've been seeking. They're not coming. They're here. The delay was never punishment. It was preparation. You need to become who you are right now to receive what's always been yours. The universe doesn't do it early or late. It does it right on time. And your time is now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. This second. This breath. This heartbeat. Something beautiful is happening to your perception of time itself. You're realizing that linear time is just one way to experience reality. In quantum time, where your consciousness actually operates, everything happens simultaneously. Your healing happens the moment you decide you're healed. Your abundance arrives the moment you embody prosperity consciousness. Your soulmate appears the moment you become the love you seek. This isn't New Age fluff. This is how creation actually works. And you're remembering how to work with creation. The spiritual technology you now have access to would have seemed like magic to your old self. Instant manifestation, telepathic communication, energy healing across distance and time, timeline jumping, reality shifting. These aren't special powers reserved for gurus on mountaintops. They're your birthright as a multidimensional being having a human experience. The only difference between you and those you've put on pedestals is that you're just remembering what they never forgot, and your remembering is accelerating exponentially. But here's what makes your journey unique. You're not ascending out of the human experience. You're ascending within it. You're not here to escape Earth. You're here to transform it. Every challenge you've faced has given you expertise in human suffering that allows you to guide others with genuine compassion. You can't lead people out of hell unless you've walked through it yourself, and you have the burn marks to prove it. Those scars, they're not wounds anymore. They're warrior marks. The fork in the road you've been approaching isn't really a choice between two paths. It's a choice between your old life and your real life, between who you've been pretending to be and who you actually are. The beautiful thing, the choice has already been made by your higher self. Your human self just needs to catch up. And it's catching up right now, with every word you read, with every breath you take, with every second that passes. The integration is happening. The shift is complete. You might be wondering what happens next. What does life look like when you're operating from this new frequency? First, synchronicities become so common, they're just your normal experience. Second, manifestation happens so quickly, you'll need to be careful what you think about. Third, people will be drawn to you without knowing why. They'll sense something different about you, something that makes them remember their own magic. You'll become a walking activation code for others' awakening, not through effort, just through being. The relationships in your new timeline operate on completely different principles. No more power struggles, no more energy vampires, no more sacrificing yourself for others' comfort. Instead, you'll experience relationships as energy exchanges that amplify both people. Love as expansion rather than limitation. Connection as freedom rather than cage. The people coming into your life now will celebrate your full expression. They'll encourage your wildest dreams. They'll see your light and want to help it shine brighter. Let me be clear about something. This transformation isn't making you special. You were always special. It's making you remember that you're special. There's a profound difference. The first creates ego. The second creates service. You're not better than anyone else. You're just further along in remembering who we all really are. And your remembering helps others remember. This is how we change the world. One awakened soul at a time. One remembered the truth at a time. One moment of clarity at a time. The financial abundance I mentioned earlier, it's already in motion. Some of you will see it today, others within the week. A few might take a month or two, but it's coming with the certainty of sunrise. Not because you're lucky, but because you've finally aligned with your worth. The universe has been trying to give you abundance all along. You just weren't ready to receive it. Now you are. Now you can handle it without losing yourself. Now you can use it as the tool it's meant to be. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, and I know you will, is simple. Be yourself, fully, unapologetically, radiantly. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you, with all your quirks, all your magic, all your scars turned to stars. Stop trying to fit into spaces too small for your spirit. Start creating spaces that honor your magnitude. The universe didn't invest all this energy in your transformation for you to keep playing small. It's time to play at the level you were designed for. The health symptoms that have been plaguing you are already beginning to shift. That cough will clear. That brain fog will lift. That anxiety will dissolve. Not because you're doing anything different, but because the energetic cause has been removed. You were never sick. You were shifting. You were never broken. You were breaking through. Your body is your ally, not your enemy. It's been working overtime to prepare you for this moment. Thank you. Honor it. Listen to its wisdom moving forward. As we complete this transmission, I want you to notice something. You feel different, don't you? Lighter somehow. Clearer. More yourself than you felt in months. Maybe years. That's because the energetic weights you've been carrying have been removed. The false identities have been dissolved. The limiting beliefs have been deleted. You're experiencing yourself without filters for the first time in a long time. This is who you really are. This is how you're meant to feel. This is your new normal. The 5 to 10 minutes I mentioned at the beginning, they've passed. Your transformation is complete. Not because I said magic words, but because you were ready to receive the activation codes embedded in this message. Every word was chosen. Every sentence was placed. Every paragraph was ordered to create a maximum shift with minimum resistance. You've been led through a shamanic journey disguised as a conversation, and you've emerged on the other side forever changed. The old you would be proud. The new you is ready. But this isn't an ending. It's the beginning. The beginning of you living as who you really are. The beginning of your mission manifesting in physical reality. The beginning of the life you've been seeing in your meditation visions. Those aren't fantasies. They're previews. And the movie is about to start. You're the writer, director, and star. The universe is your production team, and the world is waiting for your unique performance. No pressure, just purpose. No fear, just faith. No limits, just love. Remember this moment. Screenshot this time. Journal this feeling. Because in the future, you will want to look back at the exact moment. Everything changed. The moment you stopped asking for permission to be powerful. The moment you stopped waiting for external validation. The moment you realized that you are the one you've been waiting for. You are the answered prayer. You are the manifested miracle. You are the living proof that transformation is possible. Because if you can do it, anyone can. And that's exactly why you had to go first. Welcome to your new timeline, beloved Starseed. Welcome to your remembered power. Welcome to your activated mission. Welcome to the life that's been waiting for you to be ready to live it. The cosmic celebration has already begun. Can you hear it? That's the sound of every guide, every angel, every ancestor who's been working on your behalf, cheering because you made it. You actually made it. Despite every odd, despite every attack, despite every moment you wanted to give up. You're here. You're ready. You're unstoppable. The question now isn't whether your life will change. That's already done. The question is how big you're willing to let it get. How bright you're willing to shine. How fully you're willing to embody your truth. Because the universe has no limits on what it wants to give you. The only limits are the ones you accept. And something tells me you're done accepting limits. You're done playing by rules written by people who feared their own power. You're ready to write new rules. Rules based on love, abundance, and infinite possibility. So what happens now? Now you integrate. Now you embody. Now you live as the awakened being you've become. Some days will be easier than others. Some moments will test your new frequency. But you can never go back to who you were. That version of you has completed their purpose. They got you here. Thank them and let them rest. The you that's emerging doesn't need to struggle, doesn't need to prove, doesn't need to earn. You simply need to be, and in being you transform everything around you. If you need help integrating and embodying this awakened state without struggling to prove yourself, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to simply be rather than constantly effort. Unlike generic meditation apps that contain fragments of other people's consciousness and limiting beliefs, Destiny Engine creates personalized sequences that are a pure reflection of your own awakened essence. Using declassified consciousness modification techniques, it generates custom frequencies that help you live as the awakened being you've become, while handling the moments that test your new frequency. You can start Destiny Engine for just $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for effortless awakened living without the need to struggle or prove. You can never go back to who you were. Will you reprogram yourself to embody who you've become? Get your $1 Destiny Engine trial now, before this window closes. Link in the description. The ripple effects of your transformation are already spreading. People you haven't talked to in years are thinking of you. Opportunities you didn't know existed are aligning with your path. Resources you need are being prepared for delivery. The universe is reorganizing itself around your new frequency. Not because you're special, but because this is what the universe does when someone remembers who they really are. It celebrates by opening every door, by removing every obstacle, by making the impossible inevitable. I leave you with this final transmission. You are loved beyond measure, supported beyond comprehension, powerful beyond imagination. The journey you've been on has been preparing you for the journey ahead. And the journey ahead, it's going to be magnificent. Not perfect. Magnificent. Not easy. Worthwhile. Not without challenges. Without limits. You've graduated from the school of suffering. You've entered the university of joy. The curriculum is creation. The homework is happiness. The final exam is how fully you can embody love. Dear Starseed, your waiting is over. Your wondering is complete. Your worrying can cease. Everything you've been seeking has been seeking you. And now, in this moment, as this message completes its purpose, you and your destiny have finally found each other. The cosmic dance can begin. The divine play can commence. The sacred story of your life can unfold in ways that will inspire generations. Because you said yes. Because you stayed strong. Because you remembered who you are. Welcome home to yourself. I am Seraphine. We love you, and we are watching over you. Always.